some changes. Okay, I should not sing. I still love to sing, but I just shouldn't do it. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom, 4 girls. I am not used to saying that. I've been saying 3 girls for 2.5 years on YouTube. I have a 6th grader, a 4th grader, 2nd grader, and a newborn. I guess she's technically not in that newborn stage, but close enough. After she was born, I realized that quite quickly that I wanted to make some changes for the upcoming year for our homeschool, which, to be honest, when I was pregnant with her, I kind of thought might happen, but I just wanted to wait till she was here and to see what life was like and how I was feeling and how the girls were and all of that, and to see kind of how our just household flowed after she was born, to see what I wanted the new year to look like and to make any changes, if any at all. I don't know how much it comes through in my videos. I really don't. I try to be as authentic as possible. I am a very like do type person. I don't know what that is. I'm like one thing after the next, task oriented, list oriented. I like a routine and structure and all of that to the day. I like to be busy and nothing too crazy. You know, I don't like to be on this end where I'm just going constantly, but I like to keep busy and plan and things like that. So I call myself type A minus personality. Like, I'm not totally type A, but I'm not just, you know, winging everything either. So I fit somewhere in the middle, probably a little bit closer to like the plan-y type thing. I worked and did homeschool and YouTube on the side. So I've just, you know, and you have a house and all that, and pets and just activities and all that fun stuff. And so, which I'm sure most of you can relate to. And so you can find yourself, especially in today's world, just going, rush, next thing. And I really just took this summer to, after the baby was born, just say no to pretty much everything and just be with her and enjoy her. In doing that, I really realized, I don't know if this will be forever. I can't say forever, but that I really need to and really appreciate the slow down, not rushed, not hurried, not having a million things on my to-do list every day, but truly just slowing down and enjoying her and really focusing in on my home and my kids, which I feel like I've done that before, but truly just not being in that rushed mindset of like next thing, you know, production and productivity and all of that. And so because of that, that's how I wanted our homeschool to look. Like, it just kept coming to me. I want this year to be simple. I want this year to be relaxed. I want us to just enjoy the baby and enjoy just a calm year. And part of me can't really do that because I don't have little kids. My kids are 6th grade, 4th grade, and 2nd grade. So because of the nature of their ages, they're getting older, especially my older 2. I can't just say, okay, school is only going to take an hour today. It's just not, that's just not going to happen. So part of me, you know, has to be realistic that our days aren't going to be an hour, 2 hours. They're going to be longer because of my children's ages, but just to cut out what I can when I can. And so I've made a couple changes to our day. Nothing crazy. It's not like, okay, well, we're just not doing science at all this year. Throw the curriculum away, right? Like, we're still doing science and history and things like that, but I have tweaked some things, so to speak, and to make it be a little bit more conducive to what I want our days to look like. What I've done is I have restructured our days to be Fridays, pretty much no school at all, like 4-day weeks. I'm not going to really be doing any instruction or teaching at all on Friday. The girls will have a little bit of independent work that they'll do on Fridays. It's more like our fun Friday. They do more fun type things. And so that is what their days are going to look like while I have the baby and do cleaning. My cleaning day will be Friday morning. They're going to get to do fun things, and then we're going to take the afternoon and do an outing, an activity or something like that, museum or park or library or something like that. So that's our fun Friday. And I will share more about what our day and stuff looks like kind of as we get into more of a routine. But for now, they're going to be doing our main core subjects Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, my younger ones are going to be doing the Good and the Beautiful creative writing or creative arts and crafts or something like that. There's a little book. They're going to be doing that. And then like a few other independent activities and things like that. And then my oldest daughter, she's going to be doing, again, just 1 or 2 independent activities. And then she's going to be doing night Zookeeper. That's her day she's doing that. So English will be Monday through Thursday, and then Friday's like the more fun where she's learning but she doesn't realize she's learning. It's more of a fun game, and I've shared Night Zookeeper before. It's a language arts based game, so it includes grammar, spelling, vocabulary, writing, reading, all of these things in one. Some people even use it like as their own curriculum. It's very thorough. There's lessons, there's tutors who can grade and critique their work so that you don't have to do that. And so, you know, like if they write a paragraph or something like that that's interactive part of the game, they get feedback on that, so they're able to see like kind of mistakes that they made and things like that. I know a lot of people have reluctant writers or spellers, so this is a way that you can add a little more practice and kind of like a different approach, because sometimes like the lessons, lesson after lesson, can get a little bit dry or boring or stale. This kind of rejuvenates it a little bit. And again, they don't even really know they're learning. And I mentioned this before, but like, remember the CD-ROMs back in the day, or the floppy disks of that's how old I am, of computer games, and a lot of them were math and language arts based, and I didn't even realize that I was learning, but all those things truly do help. So I know if you're worried about screen time, this is like a really good way to use screen time, and you can even use it as like a reward for, again, like something like the end of the week, or some people even can use it for their own curriculum. So it's definitely going to help improve all those grammar skills, reading comprehension, spelling, vocabulary. So if you are interested, I do have a link below, and you can click on that link. You'll get not only 50% off a subscription, but you'll get 7 days free trials. You just want to give it a try before the 7 days free trial will be really great, so that you can kind of get an idea and your child can get an idea. That is what she's going to be doing on Fridays, and I am just really excited to not have to. I know this sounds crazy. As much as I love homeschooling, I am so excited to have those days where I'm not doing any instruction. We've always had a slow Friday. They've always been a lighter and like more fun Friday, but I've always still done like morning basket or science or history or all, like I still have been involved and done teaching, and we've still had lessons. And even last year, our Fridays were still like just as long as any other day for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but this year they're truly like going to be much more relaxed. And another reason I wanted to do that, because again, I have a newborn. I want to enjoy this time. I don't want to just spend the first year of her life, you know, being so busy, caught up with everything else, that I miss that. And so that was priority number one. And then secondly, now don't roll your eyes at me. I'm going to get some eye rolls for this one. I made a video a year or so ago about popular things that we don't do in our homeschool, and it took off. It's been a pretty successful video. And one of the things was we don't do a million activities. Well, what are we doing this fall? Yes, a million activities. So we have piano lessons for my oldest one. She took them about like over a year ago, but stopped, and we haven't been able to get the teacher. So the teacher is open and available, so she's getting her piano lessons. My younger one, Lola, is gonna take piano lessons from my mom. Larissa, is my oldest one, is doing softball this fall, and Lexi, my second one, I want to say middle one, but she's technically, you know, she's second, she's doing theater, and that's going to be all year. They do Awanas, which they've been doing every year. That's weekly. And then we plan to go back to book club. My other daughter wants to do gymnastics, but we have to put that on hold. And for you, if you're listening to this, you're like, that's it? Like, that's nothing. And I'm sure for a lot of people, that's nothing. For us, that's a lot, because we don't usually do multiple things, but I feel like I was able to get enough rest this summer, which sounds crazy because it's like you were able to rest with a newborn. Actually, thankfully, I have been, and I made a whole video update if you want to check that out. I kind of talked about how our summer went and things like that. So thankfully, I actually do feel rested shockingly more rested than I have felt in years. And so because I'm scaling back with school and simplifying and things like that, I feel like we're able to handle this. If her soccer or softball was like all year, maybe not, or we had many things going, but her softball is just for the fall, and then we'll be back to one activity per girl, which I think is very manageable and very doable. And then Fridays are like our fun Fridays. The next thing I did was, we've never done before, that was something new, is a gentle start. And some of you have heard of this. My friend Brittany Olga told this to me like last year. I did keep that in the back of my mind because I know she does that every single year. She does like just her core subjects and then introduces science and then blah blah. So that is what we are doing, and so far it's been good. I can't really give a full recap just yet, just because we're still in it, but we're about to finish. We're on the middle of week 2 and we're still just doing our core subjects to just get a really good idea of how those are going to flow. And then I plan on adding morning time, so like our Bible and things like that. And then a couple weeks later, I'm going to add science. And then we're going on a trip at the end of September. It's so exciting. I can't wait for that. And then not till we get back from that trip, beginning of October, am I going to add history. So I really spent a lot of time. My girls went away this summer for a week with my parents, and during that time I spent totally for the most part, everything was planned for science and history, and I've shared that in other videos, and their language arts, all of that was planned, but I just tweaked a little bit to see how can I make this be 4 days for science, 4 days for history, and that we're not skipping things. And so I was able to recalculate a little bit. I was bound and determined to make it fit for 4 days. There has been a few curriculum things, a little bit, nothing major, nothing like, we started, we're completely overhauling our language arts or anything like that, but there will be a few here and there, and probably like closer to the end of September-ish or so, I'll share kind of like what has stuck, what we gave up and things like that, what I had to put to the side for another year. So I'm going to share that. Again, nothing huge at this point or major, but small things here or there. If you've had a huge life change, a new baby, or you're moving, or maybe just the beginning of the school year is super frazzling to you and frustrating, or just overwhelming, consider pacing things out and starting very slow, just your core subjects. And then, if you don't want to start anything till, like I said, I'm starting our history in the beginning of October. So consider that. And I think that might be of help. And it may not. I know we always have done that, but this year I just needed to really take things one step at a time. And so that has been so far so good. I know it's for the best, and I'm excited. This is just, I feel peaceful about it, and I feel like we're going to be able to still learn, but on a schedule and routine and everything that I just feel better about. And my girls, they're excited too. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please make sure to give this a thumbs up if you did like this. And although I will not be here, showing up 2 videos a week every single week, I still will be here showing up throughout the school year and to give updates and curriculum flip throughs and all that fun stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Truly, I really do. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. The little baby, she's back there. She's in the corner in the swing, and she's just dead asleep, snoring. It's so sweet. So cute.